our group. Make sure you guys stay on the cement. Make sure you guys are coming in this way. We will be headed that way after time in here. Here, guys. Don't want to be wandering away from our group. Don't want anyone getting lost. You guys want to come on into this room just in case any other groups come through that way. That way they can get past us. Awesome. Yeah, got a quick question?
The writing.
Yeah. So that writing over there, was old trail markers from when the Civilian Conservation Corps put in the cement. They did a lot of work in the cave. They put in all the stairs. So they put in trail markers so that way they knew where they were. Alright, got everyone? Alright. Like I said, we are still exploring this cave. Still doing a lot of exploration. 156.3 miles of explored cave and still going. Anywhere on our cave map somebody has been to and explored that room. When they go down there, they have all their gear on, helmets, elbow pads, knee pads, gloves, so they don't touch the cave walls. And they'll start crawling. And then when they get to a room that has not been discovered yet, usually the first person into that room gets to name it, whatever they want to name it. And they'll take all the measurements of the room. The distance from one side to the other, the incline, which way they're facing. Write it all down in their notebooks, and then they'll sketch out the room. The shape of the room, any significant features, they'll mark them down, so they have a record of what that room is like. And then when they get up to the surface, they can take the shape of that room, put it with the rest of the map. Takes a while to update all of our maps. Some of the maps in the visitor center are a little old. But we are still exploring and learning more about this cave. Doing a lot of research down here as well. Yeah?
How long ago was this room at?
This was early exploration days, back in Alvin's time. A long time ago. Yeah. This room is the assembly room.
Wow.
Yep. Got a quick question?
How often are new rooms found?
Every time they explore new areas, there are new passageways and things. Yeah, so about every month there are 2 weekends set aside for exploration. They're not always used, but they are sometimes. So groups will come here and explore and do research. Park rangers, but also groups from the National Speleological Society come here to explore. So local caving groups. And then some of the research that they're doing, both employees here, we have a cave scientist that does a lot of research, and also other groups and people studying the geology, the air, the water, any water in our cave, including those lakes 500 feet below the surface. To get there, it takes about 2 hours for our experienced cavers, but once they're there, they collect samples from those lakes and then study it, because in those lakes are some microorganisms. It's the only living thing down there. There aren't many of them, but there are some. They're living in a very extreme environment. So they behave differently than they would up on the surface, in water up there. So they want to study them, learn more about them. Because those lakes are where our cave meets the Madison Aquifer. It's pretty pure water as well. To get there, our experienced cavers have to crawl, climb, squeeze. For somebody who's not as experienced as they are, it's going to take a lot longer. I know for me it'd probably take 4 hours at least. Also probably because I'd be looking at everything around me. They've been through that path a lot. Sometimes cavers have spent the night in our cave as well. One of the rooms that they spent the night in, it's called Camp Cosmos. To get to that room, it's an 8-hour crawl one way. And when they get there, they lay down all their gear and sleep for the night. Then anything they bring into the cave, they're going to have to bring back out. Now, they haven't slept in the cave in quite a while. It's been a couple of years. But of course, as we get even longer, probably going to have to spend more time in the cave, even sleeping in the cave. Anybody have any questions on anything? Going? Yeah.
Is the water drinkable?
It is. A lot of the water that we have up on the surface is going to be water from that Madison Aquifer. So it goes right up to like those drinking fountains as well.